Hey everyone, welcome back to the Bring It Home Studios. This is Ted Schirm with Embrace Home Loans. Have a special guest with us today, Michael Blumenfeld, the owner and founder of Mile Square Insurance. I've known Michael for years. Fantastic work, always takes great care. But Mike, thanks for coming on board. Tell us a little something about you and the company.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Ted. Thanks for the compliment. Mile Square Insurance was founded in 2012 to help consumers get the best coverage and pricing for their homeowners business.
Okay, great. All right. So, Mike, I know what we wanted to talk about, which I've been hearing come up a lot lately, is people buying homes with roofs and the age of the roof, where we've been hearing that if a roof is 15, 20 years old, an insurance company is not even going to take a look at the condition of it. They're just saying, no, we're not going to insure it. Can you expand a little on that and what's going on?
Ted, I wish you were wrong, but you are spot on. If your roof is 15, 20 years old, you're going to have a really tough time getting a good homeowners insurance policy. And homeowners insurance companies have figured a lot of things out. And one of them is that the age of the roof directly correlates to the likelihood of a homeowner making a claim, plain and simple.
So let me ask you, just say if someone has a 20-year-old roof and hypothetically they bubble wrap the house for 20 years. So they've just, they're going to sell the house. They've taken that bubble wrap off and the roof is in perfect condition. Are they going to even look at the condition of the roof if they find out that it's a 20-year-old roof?
Probably not, Ted. They're going to say 20-year-old roof, game over. We're just not interested.
Wow. So what would you recommend? We'll start off because, in real estate, we have sellers, we have buyers. What would sellers and listing agents want to do? Is that something they want to take a look at and prepare and, to see that, okay, maybe this roof is old. We're not going to be able to sell this property because no one's going to be able to get insurance.
Well, a good realtor is thinking ahead there, right, for their clients so that they can anticipate all the issues that they have in the sale and making sure that the buyer is going to have an easy time getting insurance and qualifying for their financing is paramount. So, yes, that's absolutely, they should consider upgrading the roof before they put it on market.
Okay, and that's what buyers are going to want to look at. That should be a pretty good, quick question that they want to ask when they're looking to put an offer in place is what's the age of the roof? And if it's over 10, 15, 20 years old, that's something that they have to prepare to do. Now, I have a question. A lot of people say, okay, well, what if I just want to do I'm going to put the roof on, a new roof on right after I close. Are insurance companies allowing that? Saying, we'll give you insurance in anticipation that you have a certain amount of time in order to put on a new roof onto a home.
I wish that would be easy, but no, they're not. They want to know that the roof is in pristine condition right from the get-go.
Wow. So we're not going to be able to conduct any closings because, you need homeowners insurance in order to buy a home. So if you have a 15, 20-year-old roof, you're not going to be able to get a closing done, until that roof has been replaced.
It's going to be really hard, Ted.
And what's crazy is, we've talked about this at length before. There's no workaround on this. It's pretty much new roof or new roof and close, or we're going to have, old roof and you're just going to be there forever.
I wish you were wrong, but you're right, Ted.
Oh my God.
You need to have a roof that's less than 15 years old to get a good homeowner's insurance policy.
Wow. Okay. I think that a lot of people are going to be interested in hearing about this. But, Mike, I want to thank you so much for coming on. I think it was a pertinent topic. I've been hearing this pop up more and more and more on this. So, we've got Mike Blumenfeld here, insurance expert, insurance guru. Everyone's always happy whenever they give him a call and help him with the policies. Mike, we're going to flash up your contact information. Send him an email, give him a call, refer your clients, refer your neighbors and everything. But, we're talking to someone I think is one of the leading experts in what we're looking at for insurance in New Jersey. So, Mike, thanks so much for coming on board. Have any last second messages for anyone or?
No, thanks. But this issue is really just all the more reason that you need an independent insurance agent. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is, Ted, we don't represent just one company. Mm-hmm. We represent multiple companies, and we know the company's appetites and pricing, and we can save consumers a lot of time and a lot of money with our knowledge.
Well, you're giving the personal touch. You're just not another number when you call up these big companies and they're just like, oh, give us your account number, and they don't even know your name. So yeah, I mean, that's why it's great working with you. And I think that it's a key, especially with dealing with issues like this. It's something that you can discuss with people and help them do it.
Oh, sure. And, we represent companies that you've never heard of because they don't advertise direct to consumer. They have no TV budget. They spend all of their marketing dollars working with independent agents like us.
All right, well, great, Mike. I couldn't agree with you more. I think that it's an essential that in this day and age, you need to have a personal touch on it. So if you're looking to get some, really expert advice and get the best policy for you as well as cost and coverage, Mike Blumenfeld is the guy to call. Mike, thank you so much,
Ted.
Thanks for coming on board, and I will talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you, Ted.
Bye now.